Hi friends, it's so exciting to have you here to move together in this moment. We are going to jump into a mostly standing flow today, and we will begin by coming to the top of your mat. So as soon as you're ready, get yourself there. And we will stand at the top of our mats. I'm going to stand in the middle so I can face you, but you'll stand at the top of your mats and close down the eyes. Inhale, bringing the hands to the heart and to the belly. So we're just grounding down for a second. Slightly tuck the tailbone. Notice all four corners of the feet. Maybe you press the heel into the floor. Notice as the kneecaps lift and the quads engage. Maybe you press the ball of the foot down, lifting all 10 toes off the mat. And then as you exhale, maybe you gently set those toes down. So we're really beginning to ground down, get solid in our stance, connected with our roots. Feel the lungs as they fill. Notice the space that you're in. How are you arriving today? No judgment. Whatever's here, it's just part of the moment. It will pass. And then maybe taking a moment, maybe the hands stay on the body, or maybe they come to heart center, palms touch. Taking a moment to set an intention for the practice, grounding into this space, clarifying, why are you here? And then fluttering the eyes open, gaze is down, fingertips shoot for the floor, and inhale, reach the arms up overhead, palms come to touch. Exhale, open the arms wide like a T, and as we inhale, lift the heart, arch the back, reach the hands backward, and extend through the fingertips nice and long. Exhale, relax the shoulders, relax the back body. Inhale, right arm reaches up and over, left arm down the left quad. And then inhale, opening up to a T. And exhale, reaching the fingers long. Inhale, take that back bend, squeeze the glutes, send the backs of the palms towards the back of the room, lift the heart. Exhale to relax, coming to a natural T, extending the fingertips long. Inhale, reach the left fingertips up, right fingertips down. Take a big side bend as the left fingertips reach over towards the right side of the room. Lift the rib cage up, breathing. And then inhale back to center, reach the fingertips away from each other. And as you exhale, we're gonna fold forward and come to a hanging forward fold. Maybe the knees bend one after the other. And then let's interlace the fingers and roll out the wrists. One direction, starting to lubricate those wrist joints. And then the other direction. And then let's reach the fingertips back behind the hips and up over the body as if they could point towards the ceiling. Then interlace all 10 fingers there. Roll the shoulders together and let the knuckles fall towards the earth. Let the chin tuck in towards chest. Really big shoulder opener here. The knees might bend. You might feel good in the back of the hamstrings, or maybe they extend straight and you ground down through all four corners of the feet. Find the option that feels good to you here at the beginning of your practice. Next, inhale, undo the interlace of the fingers, nice and gentle, sweep them down by the toes, and inhale, continue, halfway lift. Reach crown of the head, long belly button towards spine. Exhale, fold forward, plant the palms. Just for a second, then bend into the knees, sweep fingers back and then forward and up. Come into a chair pose, beginning to ignite, become strong, and begin to squeeze the fingers together into fists nice and quickly. So we're really strengthening the forearm muscles and all of those tendons and ligaments, squeezing as if there's two stress balls in your hands and you're just gonna tear them apart. Gently, of course, ahimsa, non-violence. Strengthening, not breaking. And then let that release, twinkle the fingers up, palms come to touch as you stand, and exhale, palms to heart center. Inhale, circle the arms around all the way up. Look up, palms touch. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. As you exhale, set the palms towards the floor and step the left foot all the way to the back of the mat. Inhale, lengthen out the heart, runner's lunge. Exhale, set the left knee down and inhale, sweep the arms to the sky. Maybe the back toes stay tucked. And as you exhale, let the hips sink lower towards the heel. Listen to your body and go where it feels good right now in this moment. Maybe you lift the heart a little higher and let the thumbs drop backwards, coming into a little more of a back bend. Engage the glutes. And then as you exhale, plant the palms on either side of the front foot and step back so that the feet come together and we're in a mountain pose, similar to a downward dog, but the feet are together. Just hang out for a moment. Shrug shoulders away from the ears. That might feel like triceps reaching for each other. And then as you exhale, look forward, bend the knees, and the knees, chest, and chin are gonna touch the floor at the same time, elbows by the rib cage. And then as you inhale, untuck the toes, straighten through the arms, lift the chest. The hips can stay lowered or they can lift in either an extended cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, send the hips high. Mountain pose, feet stay together. Inhale, gazes forward, and we're going to step the left foot between the hands. Inhale, lengthen out through the heart. Come to the fingertips, runner's lunge. Exhale, set the back knee down. Inhale, reach the arms up high overhead and allow the hips to sink a little deeper. Engage the glutes. Maybe lift the heart. Maybe drop the thumbs behind you, taking a nice back bend. Then as you exhale, plant the palms on either side of the front foot, and we're going to step the back foot all the way forward, coming into a forward fold. Inhale, find a halfway lift, and exhale, release. Let all the air out. Maybe shake the head, yes. Feel the back of the neck stretch. Maybe shake it no. Feel the tension release. Then with your next inhale, set the hips down, reach the fingertips back and forward and up, chair pose. Inhale here. Interlace the fingers overhead, release the index finger towards the sky, and then take a little back bend by pulling the thumbs backwards. And then exhale, palms touch, hands comes to heart center, come to stand. Inhale, reach the arms up high overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step the left foot all the way back. Coming into runner's lunge, fingertips touch. Reach the heart forward, reach the heel back. Inhale. Exhale, lower the back knee and inhale, reach the arms high overhead. Then as you exhale, send the hips backwards, straighten through the front leg, peel the toes up towards the shin, let the fingertips come to the floor. Ardha Hanumanasana, half split. Inhale, lengthen out through the heart, pull the right hip back, belly button towards spine. Exhale, maybe you fold a little deeper. Inhale, bend into the right knee, reach the arms up high overhead. This time, exhale, circle the hands around behind you before planting them on either side of the front foot and stepping it back, mountain pose. Inhale, look forward, and as you exhale, knees, chest, and chin touch the earth. Inhale, lifting heart, straightening arms, engaging glutes, upward facing dog. Exhale, hips high towards the back of the mat, mountain pose. Inhale, step the left foot forward. Pull the heart through the collarbones, reach the gaze forward and the heel backwards, runner's lunge. Exhale, drop the back knee. Inhale, reach the arms up high overhead. And as you exhale, pull the hips back, reach the arms forward, toes back towards shin. Half split. Inhale, lengthen through the spine, pull the hip back. Exhale, maybe you lower forehead towards shin. Inhale, bending into the front leg, reaching the arms up high overhead. And as you exhale, circling them around behind you, planting them on either side of the front foot, and stepping forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lower, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the hands back and up, chair pose, lower the hips, reach the arms high. Exhale, palms to touch at heart center. Right away, inhale, reach the arms up overhead. And as you exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. As you exhale, plant the palms. This time, step right foot to the back of the mat. Runner's lunge. Inhale, lengthen out the heart space. Exhale, set the back knee down. And inhale, reach the arms up high overhead. Exhale, move through half split, letting fingertips come to the floor. Inhale, bring the knee to a bend, reach the arms up high overhead. And as you exhale, we'll lift back knee up off the floor. Inhale here. Exhale, plant the palms, step the left foot back into mountain pose. Exhale, bend knees, chest, chin towards earth. And inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, mountain pose. Step the right foot forward. Reach the heart through the collarbones, runner's lunge. Exhale, lower the back knee. Sink the hips, lift the arms. And then exhale, pull the hips back. Half split. Inhale, right back into that lunge. Lower the hips. And as you exhale, lift up off the back toes into a crescent lunge. Exhale, plant the palms on either side of the foot and step back foot forward. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose, sweep the arms up and back, coming to a nice seat. And then see if you can pulse a little lower. You got it. And then exhale, come to stand, hearts to heart center. Inhale, right away, reach the hands up high overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway. And as you exhale, right foot steps back, left knee bends, runner's lunge. Lower the back knee, inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, half split. Inhale, reach the arms high. You know what's next. Exhale, lift the back knee. And this time we'll open up into a warrior two. Take a moment here to settle into the posture. Really firm up through the left leg and reach. Drop right shoulder back so the chest is broad. Reach the fingertips in opposite directions. Exhale, plant palms on either side of the front foot. Step it back, mountain pose. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, lower to floor. Inhale, upward facing dog. You got this. And exhale, back, downward facing. Inhale, step the right foot forward, runner's lunge, pull the heart through. Lower the back knee. Reach the arms up high overhead with the in-breath. Out breath sends the hips back, half split. In breath reaches arms high overhead. And as you exhale, lift that back knee, nice and strong, send the heel back. Opening to warrior two. Lengthen out through the arms, spiral the chest towards the long side of the mat, and maybe the gaze recenters. Inhale. Exhale, center out the front foot, and this time left foot steps all the way forward, forward fold. Take a moment here, clasp opposite elbows. Reconnect with breath. Yoga without the breath, it's just stretching. Stretching is awesome, but it's that connection we're working on creating, controlling the breath and therefore our connection to the brain. It's pretty special. Inhale, halfway. And then as you exhale, fold forward, sweep hands back, let hips lower, chair pose, inhale, arms up high overhead. Exhale, palms come to touch. Inhale, we're gonna reach the arms high overhead. Lift through the heart space and let the thumbs drop down backwards. So we're taking a big back bend here. Engage the glutes. Then exhale, palms to heart center. Then from here, we're gonna shift weight into the left foot and pull the right knee in towards chest. Take a moment, maybe roll out the ankle, get situated. From here, grab hold of the right knee and pull the knee higher in towards chest. Nice work. Find your balance. Pull everything to the center line, ground down through all four corners of the feet. And then drop the hand to the ankle. And we're gonna drop the knee so that now we're in our preparation for a dancer's pose. Inhale, reach the left arm long. Squeeze the thighs together. Feel that nice stretch as you send the hips reaching forward. You might reach the fingertips out long, or maybe they come to the hips. And maybe this is enough. Or maybe you want to kick the foot into the hand. Let's keep the chest lifted for now and just work on kicking the foot into the hand. Try not to kick it out to the side. Instead, try and keep the hips pretty centered as you kick the foot backwards and open through the collarbones. Then as you exhale, pull the knee back in towards chest, lift the arms, and then settle the right knee over the left, bending into both knees, eagle legs. Take left arm crossing over right. Intertwine the arms. We've got some eagle arms here. Nice work. Inhale. Pull the belly button in, nice and strong core. And maybe we stay. Or maybe we exhale the elbows to the knees. Testing that balance. You got it. Inhale, open. And stay. Pull the right knee back into chest, and then we're going to slowly, in slow motion, step it all the way to the back of the mat. And inhale, lift the fingers, lift the elbows. Nice big back bend. Nice stretch. And as you exhale, lower the back knee. Good work. We've been here before. Straighten through the left leg. Half split. Lower the elbows towards the knee. Reach the heart forward. You got it. Pull everything to the center line. Inhale, rebend into the front leg. And then lift the back knee. And then we'll open up to warrior two, sending the arms long. Big, long stretch. Good work. And then exhale, plant palms either side of front foot. And step it back, downward facing dog, or maybe feet are still together in that mountain pose. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin to the floor. Inhale, lift up through the heart, straighten the arms, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing. From here, we'll take a little step with the right foot forward. We're just gonna hop onto the hands, maybe catching a little hang time. Handstand's not the point, but hopping our right foot a little closer to the top of the mat until we get there, and then settle the feet down. Forward fold. Maybe you just walk up to the top of the mat because that feels good. Follow your body. Inhale halfway. Exhale, lower. Set the hips down, sweep the hands back and up, chair pose. Inhale. Exhale, palms come to touch at heart center. Inhale, reach the arms up high and pull the left knee up in towards chest. Weight shifts into the right foot. Nice and strong, all four corners of the feet and in that glute. And then circle the arms around, grab hold of the knee and pull it a little higher up into the chest. You got it. Let's grab hold of the outside edge of the left ankle with the left hand and drop the knee, sending the hips forward. So you get a big stretch through that front hip flexor and in the quad. From here, you might reach the right hand out, and maybe we stay. Or maybe we begin to kick the foot into the hand, opening up as much as we can, trying to keep the chest also high, feeling the broadening through the collarbones. Nice big smile through the chest space. Dancer's pose. Inhale here. Then as you exhale, drop the knee gently and then pull it all the way back in towards chest and set it down towards the opposite side of the right knee. Eagle legs. Take the opposite, so right arm on top, left arm underneath, and find those eagle arms. Inhale, maybe we stay. Or maybe as we exhale, we find stability by pulling to the center line and tap elbows to knees. Inhale, open. Next breath, we'll bring the knee up and in towards the chest. And as we exhale, gently step it all the way back to the back of the mat. Crescent lunge, keeping those eagle arms. Inhale, lift fingertips and elbows towards sky. Find the back bend. Inhale here. Exhale, lower the back knee. Inhale, and then as you exhale, straighten through the front leg, pull the toes back, half split, elbows lower towards the knee. Lengthen through the heart. Exhale, bend into the front knee, lift the back knee up off, and open up warrior two. What a fun ladder flow. Exhale, plant the palms on either side of the front foot and step the left foot all the way forward. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And as you exhale, plant the palms, and this time we're going to step or hop all the way to the back of the mat, high plank. Lower the knees as wide as the mat, big toes together, and set the hips back. Child's pose. Take a few rounds of breath. With our quads and hips and upper back warmed up like this, we're going to exhale, look forward, and then come all the way up to standing on shins. We'll take a few rounds of camel before we cool down. So, squeezing the thighs together, we'll really engage the glutes. Take the hands to the back, to the low back, and maybe the fingertips point up towards the ribs. We're going to lift the heart space, squeeze the elbows together, and lift the heart, sending the hips forward, and then allowing the chin to stay tucked in towards chest. Our main intentions here to lift the heart, roll the shoulders together, and send the hips forward. The back bend will come from there. Maybe you take a smile, maybe you relax the face. And then exhale, gently and slowly come out of the posture, sending hips back and allowing forehead to melt. Let the hands come to the floor, backs of the hands rest beside the feet. Coming into a child's pose, let the shoulders separate. We'll take 2 more rounds. And the first option is to stay with your hands as they were. That's awesome. Do that if it feels good. When you're ready, we'll all come back to standing on our shins, inhaling. And maybe you take that option with the hands pointing up towards the rib cage, rolling the elbows together, lifting the chest. Or maybe you walk one hand to the heels, or maybe you walk 2 hands to the heels, lifting the heart, and again, squeezing the shoulders together, squeezing the glutes, and maybe the head drops back, but only if it feels comfortable in the neck. Listen to the body. Wherever you are, you're lifting heart towards sky, sending hips forward. And if you've taken hands towards the heels, walk them back to the back body before slowly lifting chest and chin, and then sending hips back and coming to that child's pose once more, letting forehead rest, letting the arms fall heavy beside the body. And evening out the breath. Let's go for one more round. And what we repeat, our body does learn. But maybe we take Little variations. Maybe this time you come up onto your shins and you tuck the toes under, because that's something you didn't do before. Or maybe you untuck them if they were tucked before. Whatever you do, let's inhale, lift through the chest space, and as you exhale, send the hips forward, send the heart high, find that back bend. Maybe you find a little more expression than you had before. Maybe you deepen the breath. When you're ready, exhale by bringing hands to hips and coming out of the posture. If the toes are tucked, untucking them and meeting in a child's pose. Shifting the weight side to side. And then inhaling, lifting the chest. And let's swing the legs around. We'll take a forward fold. Inhale, reaching the arms up high overhead. We've been doing a lot of opening in the front body area. So now let's take a little compression, a little bit of opposite action. Inhale, reach high. And as you exhale, reach heart forward and pull the hips back from the creases of the hips so that we're compressing the legs there. Maybe you pull the toes back and feel the legs engage. Reaching the heart forward. And as you exhale, inviting it a little closer to the floor. Take the ego out of it. Maybe you put a bolster underneath your belly so that the head can rest. Maybe a couple of blocks. Maybe you just find what feels good to you. Or maybe you lay flat against the legs and you reach your arms out in front of the feet, interlacing the hands around a wrist. There's lots of options. Find what feels good. Extend yourself to the limit that feels right to you today. And let's take about 8 breaths. See if you can press the thighs down into the floor. See if you can really stay engaged. Four more breaths. Slow it down, there's no rush. Next inhale, let's take the gaze forward. And as you exhale, lift the chest, reach the arms up overhead, and then send them long in front of you as we roll down one vertebrae at a time, all the way to the back body. Inhale, bring the right knee in towards chest. We'll close out with some twists, and maybe this twist includes stretching towards a reclined split for you. So we'll send the right toes high and grab hold of the leg either behind the thigh or the calf, or maybe on the foot itself with both hands. See if you can, again, actively engage both legs. Bottom leg is pressing into the floor. Right leg is actively engaging. Belly button engaged towards floor so we have a strong core. And if you've got hold of that leg, take the left hand to the outside edge of either the foot or the shin or the thigh, wherever it reaches, and send the right arm long like a T. Inhale here. And as you exhale, we'll guide the right leg off to the left side of the body, keeping it as straight or as bent feels good for you. Nice big twist. Inhale, bring the right leg back towards center. And as you exhale, slowly lower it down to meet the left. Inhale, bring the left knee in towards chest. And as you exhale, send the toes towards sky. Maybe you grab hold behind the thigh, the calf, or on the foot itself, letting shoulders press into the floor. Engage the core, engage the low back into the floor, press the back of the right leg down. Breathing, you got it. And then we'll take that right hand to the outside edge of thigh, calf, or foot, and we'll let the left arm go long like a T. Inhale here. And as you exhale, slowly guide the left leg over to the right side, finding that twist. When you're ready, inhaling the leg back towards center. As you exhale, sending it long, finding a Shavasana by opening up feet as wide as the mat. If there's any other motions or movements or postures that are calling to you, you might take them at this moment, or you might begin to close down the eyes. Take a couple cycles of deep breaths. And relax the muscles of the face. Allow the back of the heart to melt into the floor. Feel the backs of the arms and the hands become heavy. Allow your body this time to navigate the new mobile pathways that you practiced in a little bit of peace and quiet. Maybe even take stock of the way that the body feels in this moment. Reflecting with gratitude on the ability to move, to play, and also the ability to rest, to surrender. Savor these moments by allowing any thoughts of what should come next to escape the mind just as easily as they entered it. And as always, I encourage you to remain here as long as feels good. But if you're ready to go about your day, to put this movement practice into life practice, begin to wiggle fingers and toes and drop head side to side. And then maybe take a big full body stretch, reaching the arms overhead, shrugging the ears towards the shoulders, and pulling the knees in towards chest before rolling over onto one side. And then gently pressing up to a seated position, keeping the eyes gently closed. And landing in that Sukhasana, that easy pose. Maybe the hands rest on the knees, face down if you're feeling grounded, or palms up if you're feeling open. And just taking a breath or two here. Thank you for sharing this practice with me today. I hope to see you again soon. Namaste. Thank you, friends. And if you are enjoying this, please do like and subscribe and let me know what kind of classes you'd like to see. I love taking suggestions from my students, and it's truly a pleasure to be practicing and learning here with you all. Have a great day. Ciao.